this year's big meeting. Every single government since Thatcher has waged a sustained attack on workers' living standards through cuts and privatisation. Every government has treated the union movement at best as a problem and at worst as the enemy within. Why? Because they know that the organised working class is the only force in society capable of defeating their policies.
I regret our degenerate government who doesn't understand that if you don't feed people, then you don't have citizens. We need to feed 1,200 people a week. If we don't feed them, they starve. If they starve, God only knows what happens to society. So we feed them all, young, old, black and white, Sunderland, Newcastle, refugee. 40% of the people coming to the food bank are working people. 40% of them are children. The rest of people who are knackered or old, it's old age pensioners. It should be in the Labour Party manifesto that every child going to school gets his breakfast, gets his dinner, gets his tea, stays behind and does his homework. That's how we get a civilised society. We reckon we're going to bring peace to the world and the Middle East through football, but give us 10 years and lay off us for a bit because it'll just entrench opinions and then we will start fighting back. If anybody thinks that we're going to be left, we're leaving our gay brothers and sisters, our black and white brothers and sisters, our female brothers and sisters on the pavements to go and watch a new midfield, no we're not. The reason they bought Newcastle is because they want Newcastle. They want its humanity, its friendship, its dignity and its community. Because they know that in this world you can't subsist on natural resources alone. A man called Karl Marx wrote a book about that, and people should read it and study it a little bit more frequently other than fund managers from the City of London.
GP who's actually worked with migrants over many years. I did work down south in Oxford and I used to go into Campsfield Immigration Removal Centre. Many of the men that were locked up there and many of the women that are locked up in Hassocfield Derwentside, if given the right legal advice, often have the right to stay here. I believe it's inhumane to lock up women who are seeking sanctuary in this way, and it needs to be closed down. That's why I'm involved.
Tories. How's it been going today?
Oh, it's been great. Lots of interest. People particularly interested in the Tory, protesting the Tory Party conference. People are interested in what we do and whether they can join up. So yeah, we're really, really pleased with how it's going today.
And can people get all this stuff from the website? Where do they go to?
Yeah, we can go to the website and you get all the information. It's also worth having a look at the Facebook page too.
Brilliant, thank you. So Tory Party conference, was it 1st of October?
Yeah, starts 1st of October, but we're going to have a marquee there from the 30th of September, running through to the 3rd of October. We're going to be putting on lots of events because we really want to put a huge demonstration against what they've done for the last 13 years. And yeah, it's going to be absolutely massive. So if you're listening, get yourself to it.
It makes my year as a Durham Gala. It's such a shot in the arm, you know. I mean, it's hundreds of thousands of people here in solidarity. It's great. Every generation, people from overseas, you name it. Fantastic. Something funny's just happened. This woman saw our banner, which is behind us, and said, "Oh, that's from that movie, isn't it? What's it called?" And her mate said, "Kinky Boots." And she said, "That's it." And I thought, well, that's good enough. I like Kinky Boots. That's a good movie, yeah. but it wasn't. It was called Pride, madam.
Well, yes, and you were portrayed in it as well.
Yeah, by Joe Gilgan. And what an amazing response has been to the film, and it's just relit our history, and it's done so many different things in terms of solidarity and support, and that. It's brilliant.
Tell us about your campaign.
Which one? There's so many. At the moment, it's we're at Durham Miners Gala, so I'm not really campaigning. I'm remembering and celebrating our working class history.
Justice for Mine Workers, is that the name of the campaign?
That's right, it's been going since '86. It's to raise funds for the victimised lads in the 84-85 miners' strike who were blacklisted. The strike itself, which wasn't for money, it was to protect jobs, ended up with 20,000 people injured, 200 miners in jail, 9 people dead, and almost 1,000 miners victimised, sacked. And that's what the campaign is for, to support those victimised miners.
And so they're still suffering from that 40 years later?
There is, although they won't admit it, there's a blacklist, as you might very well know. So they can go for another job, they don't get it. So they flagged up. So them and the families have no support whatsoever, because at the time they didn't only stop the benefits to the miners, but to the families as well.
It's about creating jobs. That's the bottom line. The union, Chris Kitchen is the main guy of the NUM, and he's fully supportive of creating jobs. Simple as. Well, did you get Thatcher mats? Oh, brilliant. Oh, it's a floor mat. Yeah, tell you. But the technique is, where Thatcher's face is, if you've got a pet, you teach it to shit there. You get what I'm saying?
Brilliant. So these are floor mats. You can wipe your feet on Margaret Thatcher.
We are Northern Steamers.